Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we did an NBA live tier list. Go check that video out if you haven't seen it. I played a lot of live in my life, less than I expected. Maybe the ones I played wasn't on that list, but we played a lot of live, so you gotta go check that out. My thoughts on which ones were good and which ones were trash. Now we moving on to the 2K portion. More of y'all probably can relate to this because this is the current game that's on fire right now. You feel me? So Reese played a lot of 2K earlier on, as definitely now y'all can actually see me play these 2Ks because I've been making YouTube videos on 2K since 2K14. You feel me? So earlier on y'all haven't got to see me play 2K, but since 14 and up I have been hooping on YouTube. So we gonna go along with the greatest of all time 2K, the elite games, the great, the average, and the trash. And we're going in order from the start all the way up to the current 2K now. Ladies and gentlemen, we starting off with Espn Basketball with Allen Iverson on the cover. This is what started everything. And y'all know for 2K to be a great franchise, it had to start off on the right foot. So the Espn Basketball, we going straight to the damn trash because that game was garbage. Just to know how garbage the game was, you had to line up both arrows just to shoot a damn free throw. Free throw shooting in the earlier 2Ks were the hardest thing in my life. I never want to see those games again. I never want to play those games again. That game was damn trash, and I don't want to hear no back talk about it. That was one of the worst things I've ever experienced in my life. Now we moving on to 2K5. I need y'all to understand that 2K5 was also trash. I don't want to see that either.
Yep. Yeah. NBA 2K5.
Gameplay so trash, you don't even want to use it in the intro of the damn game. Like, what? How you don't even want to show off the gameplay, and how you gonna use real life basketball to the start of a video game? That don't even make sense. 2K6, the game was pretty average. I ain't gonna lie, that was a cool game. It was a huge improvement from the earlier 2Ks. You feel me? 2K7. This game was pretty great. You feel me? They had a 24/7 mode. That was my career before my career was ever invented. The first thing you did in 24/7 was challenge Shaq to a free throw shooting contest. And from that point on, you had a career mode where you had to compete against this white guy with braids, and you had to beat NBA players and recruit them to your team to play against that guy with the braids in the final game. Ladies and gentlemen, I loved that 24/7 story. The game was fun. 2K7 was pretty damn cool. That was my first game I played on Xbox 360, and I cannot complain. The graphics blew my mind at the time. It was dope. I'll have no complaints. 2K8, that game was pretty average. You feel me? This is when 2K started to take over as the #1 basketball game, and it was just basic average 2K from that point forward. You know what you were getting, you know what to expect. But NBA 2K9, oh, that game was great, bro. This was the first year they had Team Up. Team Up was the first time you could control one character in an online setting. Most people loved it, but it was kind of boring when you were stuck with one of the worst players on the team. At the time, you couldn't play the All-Star game. There was no way you could play with any of the top players at every position. So you would have the Celtics, somebody would get Ray Allen, somebody would get Paul Pierce, somebody get KG. You gotta be stuck with Kendrick Perkins or Rondo, and you gotta know you're not on the team to score. You gotta know if you get stuck with Kendrick Perkins or Rondo, you're pretty much doing nothing with the ball. Let's call it like it is. You feel me? Team Up was fun until you got one of the trash players. It was pretty boring. But 2K10. I'm tempted to make this one of the greatest of all time because this one I found Chris Smooth. Chris Smooth, my career videos in 2K10 were A1, but his Modern Warfare 2 videos were way better. So we just got to throw 2K10 into the elite category. 2K10 is when I met Doms. Y'all know I knew Doms for 10 years now, and we started in 2K10. Crew mode was first introduced in 2K10. My player pickup, the online leagues were amazing. My career was fun. Oh my God. The endless customization with your created player was dope in 2K10, so that's one of the elite 2Ks. And they one-up themselves by adding Michael Jordan to the game. Michael Jordan being added to the first basketball game of all time instantly makes that one of the greatest. If you gotta debate me on that reasoning alone, you can fight me right now. The Jordan moments were absolutely amazing. I played all them challenges within 2 days. I loved it. They added every retro Jordan sneaker for the first time in a basketball game. It was amazing. Each sneaker had its own attributes, so everybody used to wear the same Jordans because they gave specific attributes. Game modes were dope, had endless hours of 2K11 fun. I would love to go back and play that without hesitation. 2K12. People liked this game, but I didn't because that was the lockout year. Kyrie Irving was drafted that year, and keep in mind, Kyrie Irving didn't get added into the game until March. How you playing a whole game of 2K with no rookies until March? And keep in mind, there was no my player multiplayer, there was team up. So basically, we got reverted back to 2K9. All you could do is play team up in my career with no rookies. The game was very basic at the time because they were reinventing the whole game. That's when they were trying to add VC. And trust me, 2K13, when they added VC, that took the game to the next level. 2K13 was amazing. 2K13 was goated, bro. The addition of VC, the fact that they added badges. 2K14, that year was great. In the intro of that game, they told you they spent 1,400 man hours. And for good reason. It showed in the gameplay. 2K has never spent that much time on a video game ever again. They wanted to tell you that they spent 1,400 man hours. It was in the damn intro of the game. The graphics were beautiful. The gameplay was amazing. The park was fun. Come on, bro. 2K14 was dope. The only problem, they only gave you like 10 different faces to choose from for your mod player. The customization was very limited, but like the gameplay was dope. Customization don't matter when you actually get gameplay correct for once. 2K14 was a great game. You cannot complain with that. 2K15. I know y'all thinking that game was elite. I thought it was elite too until 2K ruined it and the community ruined it. 2K15 was dope with the addition of affiliation. 2K15 gameplay was fun. It got terrible when patch 4 came out and nobody could miss a jump shot. Everybody became Stephen Curry, and that ruined the game for me because nobody was good. Like, people that were trash at the game just start making every jump shot they took. It was so easy to get green releases, ruined the whole game. This was the first year they added the shot meter because 2K14 jump shooting actually took skill. And they spent 1,400 man hours on the game, and jump shooting was fun. There was no shot meter. You had to perfectly time your shot. So they had to make it easier for the community, add a shot meter, boost the damn jump shooting by patch 4. Then everybody made demigods, ruined the whole 2K15. 2K15 got ruined. That's not up for discussion. 2K16, on the other hand, became one of the greatest games of all times because Pretty Boy Fredo carried that year of 2K. The same way Chris Move had dominated the earlier 2Ks, Pretty Boy Fredo made 2K16 fire. Alongside with the rewards you get for the parks, having a tiger, winning rival day, they gave you a damn skyscraper court. You played like 100 feet in the air on a court in downtown whatever city that was. That was so fire when you won that rival day. The My Career was amazing. Spike Lee did the story. You started off in high school, you went to college. The My Career was dope in 2K16. The gameplay was dope in 2K16. There's nothing you can say really wrong with 2K16. It's one of the goats. 2K17, on the other hand, it was just great. They had Michael B. Jordan that year. The My Career wasn't as fun. The gameplay felt copy and paste. The rewards from the park weren't as dope. Like, even a rival day reward, how you go from a skyscraping basketball court to a little sticker on the wall that say you're the rival day champion? They ain't even give you a new park. Like, what were y'all doing that year, 2K? That made me mad. That really made me mad. You get what I'm saying? 2K17, Mike Wang was patching jump shooting all that year. So grand badges were dope, but you ain't know what your jump shot was one day to the next, because Mike Wang kept tweaking jump shooting. If you remember that year of 2K, jump shooting was all over the place. One day you could green everything, the next day you missing every shot. Mike Wang had 2K17 all over the place with gameplay. But 2K18, bro, that game should have never been created. That's instantly goes into the trash without debate, without discussion. Okay? You could tell they spent all their time of 17 trying to make the park system of 2K18, adding a Foot Locker you could run to, a barbershop, tattoo parlor. I would get rid of all of that if we could get back to the actual solid gameplay and actual solid parks of the earlier 2Ks. I would get rid of all of this running around. But 2K19, this game is, I want to say, great or average. You feel me? Now we're coming to the point where a 2K game is basically average, because it's not as good as 2K15. It don't feel as good as 2K17. So I'm definitely throwing 2K19 into the average category. Don't get me wrong, this is a cool year. I'm dealing with it because this is the only 2K we got to play. There has been 2Ks we had where you just don't want to play it. I don't really mind playing this one at its current point, but like, it's obvious the game could get better. The takeover system was a good idea, but the animations that come with it, the fact that if you're a slasher you can just walk past your defender and then dunk on anybody, the fact that you're a playmaker you can just walk past your defender, the fact that sharpshooters can just get an automatic animation, post scorers literally body slam their defender. The game got some broken mechanics in it, and I wish that they didn't have that. The game would be better if it wasn't so over the top with its takeover animations. Like, there's a lot of exploits in the game right now with the inbound glitches. People be finding out at the start of the game it was pushing people on the inbound, it was dribbling the ball off the inbound, and now it's just D-pad and running back and forth so your defender gets stuck. It's really a toxic year of 2K from the start to the finish. The game got a bunch of exploits that people are constantly using. A lockdown defender is the best build in the game. I'm glad that they focused on defense, but y'all gotta fix it come next year. Let's hope that 2K20 falls somewhere in a great to elite category. You feel me? Because hopefully it goes up from here. Anywhere down is in the trash. Y'all gotta go up from here. Let's pray that 2K20 is elite or goated. Can we hope for that? Will it be elite or goated? Probably not, but we can hope for the best and be prepared for the worst. Let me know what you think of this list down in the comments. In the meantime, like the video if you enjoyed my ideas of the list. While you at it, subscribe to the channel. Join the mob, you feel me? While you at it, follow me on my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram. They both iTzRease. Yeah, it's been your boy Reese. Peace. It took me like 5 different times to make this video. Y'all don't know how hard this video was to make. I don't even know why it was that hard to make. Life is weird sometimes.